Hey guys, got this really nice Neo Soul gospel lick for you today by Agape Jerry. It's in the style of guys like Jairus Mozee, Isaiah Sharkey and Eric Walls, if you know those guys. Good on you. If not, you're in for a treat. We've got 7 really nice gospel and Neo Soul voicings all strung together into this one riff. So, let's check it out. So we've got this really nice riff in, it's basically just a riff in D major, kind of diatonic D major riff, but with these really nice Neo Soul gospel voicings. So let's have a little look. So the first one, it's kind of like this major 13 voicing. Okay, so it's kind of bass, it'd be like a substitution for just a good old D major, okay? So we're going to play fret 14, 3rd string, G string, we're going to play fret 12 on the B string, 2nd string, fret 10 on the E string, okay? And then we're going to stretch out and play fret 14, okay, on the top E string. So this is kind of basically a D major 13 kind of thing going on here. And then we're going to go up to here. So essentially, all he's doing here is he's playing an E minor 7 chord, okay, but superimposed over a D chord as the bass. So, and we're going to hammer on. So I'll show you this voicing first. So we've got fret 14 on the D string, fret 16 on the G string, 3rd string, and then we're going to take our middle finger and bar across fret 15 on the B and E strings like this, okay? So this is essentially just an E minor 7 voicing. Then we're just going to hammer on my little finger up to the A here, okay? If you've got a whammy bar that goes up and down, give it a bit of a gospel flick. Okay, and then we're going to go down to here. And again, it's exactly the same, it's just another voicing, it's just another E minor 7 chord. Okay, so we've just got fret 12 barred across the D, G, B and E strings, and we're going to hammer on to fret 14, which is the 9th. Okay, so we've got this, so it's kind of got an arpeggiated D major 13. Okay, and then we're going to go, so this is your E minor 7 voicing, hammering on to fret 15 with your pinky. Then we're going to go down to fret 12. And we're going to hammer on to fret 14. And then we're going to go back to this initial voicing that we played, the major 13. Okay, but don't hit the D in the bass, just hit the 3 strings. Otherwise it gets a bit messy, okay? So we should have something like this. And again. So the second part of the riff is going to do this. So again, we're kind of just interplaying between an E minor 7 triad and a D major triad pretty much for this whole thing. So the next chord is going to be this, okay, it's kind of based around a top half of an E minor 7, okay, so it's all, you can think of it as being like a D shape. Okay, so I'm just playing it like this with my first finger barred across fret 7 and my middle finger on fret 8 on the B string. I guess you could possibly play it like this if you wanted to as well. Okay, and then we're going to go to a D major here. So this is like a real classic kind of Neo Soul gospel kind of little trick, is to go. Okay, so we're going to go, basically we're just going to hammer on here to the 3rd, so we're hammering on from the 5th to fret 7 on the B string. Okay, and we're already playing fret 7 on the 3rd string, and we're already barring across fret 5 on the B and E string, and that's where we're going to hammer on to fret 7. It's got that real nice kind of country, gospel sound, okay? Sounds great with the whammy bar as well. So we've played our little triad here, the kind of E minor triad. Gone to our D major, and then we go back to the E minor triad. It does this little kind of falling off legato kind of lick. So this is why we barred earlier rather than playing the chord like this, is because we're going to do a little legato lick. So what we're going to do is play fret 7 across these strings here, the G, B and E strings, and we're going to do a little flick, a little hammer on and pull off. Okay, and that's on to fret 8 on the B string. And then we're going to do this kind of similar thing on the G string, on the 3rd string, onto fret 9. Actually, it's just a pull off. So we're going to hammer on and pull off on fret 8 on the B string. And then we're going to play a pull off on fret 9 to fret 7 on the G string. Okay, so we play the chord first, then we drop down to fret 5, do the D major triad, back to the E minor, and we're going to do this little legato lick. Okay. One more time. Okay, and now we're going to finish the lick off of these two chords. So this is kind of another kind of classic gospel thing, is to play the, so if you're in the key of D, you've basically got the 4 chord as the triad, which in this case is a G, and we're going to play the 5 in the bass, which in this case is an A. Or you can think of it as being like has a kind of suspended, an A chord with a suspended feel to it. Okay, so we're going to go, so we're basically going to arpeggiate this chord. Excuse my tuning, the whammy bars putting it out a little bit. So we're going to play fret 5 on the low E string, fret 5 on the D string, up to fret 4 on the G string, back to the D string on fret 5. And then you're going to do this little hammer on, so it's lots of hammer-ons with the pinky actually in this little riff. So we're going to do a little hammer on here from fret 3 to fret 5 on the B string. And then we're going to finish off like this. So we're just going to play a D major 7, classic D major 7 voicing. So fret 5, 7, 6, 7, 5. I'm sure you've all played that before. And we're going to hammer on to the 3rd. So hammering from fret 5 to fret 7 with our pinky. So the ending of that is this. So I'll play it from the E minor 7. I'll play the whole thing in context. The key things to look at with this riff are basically being accurate with your little finger hammer-ons. So kind of pretty much most of the chords are embellished with the little finger. So nice, accurate, powerful hammer-ons. so you get the chord comes through nice and clear. Okay, so it's quite easy to not to you know, if you're not really getting that power on with your little finger, you're not going to get that nice ringing top of the chord. Okay, this one's easier because you can use your third finger. Okay. So there's definitely some kind of classic gospel cliche stuff here to look at. This whole minor 9, this is used extensively in that kind of Neo Soul gospel sound. And this one as well. And also this use of the playing the 4 chord with the 5th in the bass. As in the 5th, I mean the 4 chord, so as in if we're in the key of D, the G chord, but using the 5th chord, which would be the A, and playing that in the bass, so suspended chord. Also, a big sound of this kind of style of music is if you've got the luxury of having a nice free floating whammy bar, to use the kind of overuse it on a lot of the chords. Okay, you get that nice kind of classic gospel sound. This chord can be quite hard sometimes to be accurate with. The other, you can voice it like this with the thumb over the top. So that's another way of doing it. Actually, I do almost find that easier. I might start playing it more like that. And then make sure again that you've got a nice firm hammer on with the little finger on this last chord. Cool, I hope you enjoyed these chords, guys. They're kind of a lot of the standard repertoire used in this style of music, so definitely learn all these voicings. The idea of how they've used them is really quite easy as well. If you're just in the key of D major, then the second chord of D major is just E minor, and then he's just playing lots of E minor triads over this D major chord. Okay, that gives them that kind of nice sort of soul-y, modern jazzy, soul-y kind of sound. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's Neo Soul and Gospel guitar lesson. If you haven't subscribed, press subscribe, that'd be awesome. And if you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll check those out. Until next time.